let's see. Let's take a nice look at this and appreciate it. This was phase 2. I have no idea what happened in the other phases for these model kits. I have no idea what else. I was also confused because they showed this on the front, but that's not what you're getting. It's here. You have to pay attention to this. At least I think that's how it works. And yeah, there's Gundam Thunderbolt, the RGM-79 from Thunderbolt, which is pretty cool actually. Although I like the opposing. Was it a Zaku? Anyways, I like the opposing ones. Full armor Gundam. Dom Tropin. Yeah, pretty neat. Alright, let's crack this open. Let's crack this open and see. Is there a way to open this and preserve the box? Nah, whatever. Yeah, so it looks just like this color plastic. Woo, that's a lot, actually. Wow. And then there's the instructions. Let's see. Take a look at this. It's just one sheet. Wow, okay. Just a one sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 runners. Okay, that's not so bad. Not so bad. I kind of like Zaku 3. It's actually not considered a grunt. Oh, so wait. So the Zaku 3 was the one that he was facing off against, right? Was that it? From Thunderbolt as well? I'm a little hazy on the details there. Yeah, I was debating between this one or the Dom. It definitely does look a lot more elite than your typical Zaku, that's for sure. It's from Double Z Gundam. Okay. Let's get these open. Let's put together a few parts, but then I'm actually going to take a little break. I've been streaming for about an hour. But yes, I would like to take a little break. Got all the bags here. This actually reminds me of this. Like, it's bigger. And the frames are a lot bigger, the runners, but it kind of is reminding me of this a little bit. Psycho Zaku, okay. Do you know, remember in the very beginning of Thunderbolt, like the main guy, well, the one that's missing a leg or legs. He has, I think it's a Zaku, and it's like a sniper. Was that also the Psycho Zaku? I don't think so, right? 42. Because I just like that sniper one. That would be cool to get. I don't actually know if they actually made that one. 42. It's a little hard to see the numbers. They're so small. Okay, here we are. We also got to be careful. Cut these biddies well far away from the main part. So that was 42, 41, 43, 42. 41. Yeah, these are like really quite detailed actually, considering how small they are. Is everybody in the groove?
stick around. We're just warming up, baby.
Yowza, what is up, Yowza? Those are regular Zaku 2s, Bacon? Okay, okay, but they just have been given, like, a big sniper gun for an armament. Cool, cool. How's it going, Yowza? Today we're building... What? Where is it? Ta-da! I finally managed to find one of these things. Gundam artifact. How are you today? Hope you're having a good Saturday. $41.43. Okay. 47. Oh boy, this is a lot. Like just for, and it's so small. Jeez. Makes me think like, how am I gonna go about painting this? Doing good. Still working on the Zaku 2 for your kit bash project. Nice, 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 nice. Oh yeah, you said you were going to enter that into a competition, right? That's really cool. So like when does that competition start? 46. Let's see. 45 and 48. Oh, I'm not here. On the 29th. Okay, okay. So do you say you're making good time? Like you think you're gonna get it all in on time? 45. 48. Wait, did they? No, they don't actually say. Like these are labeled like the A-frame, but it doesn't actually say refer me to any of those as I'm cutting them out. 45. Okay, clearly I'm blind and I missed it. Oh, here we are, 45. I was just gonna say I would be very interested in taking a look at more from this line, but if I look into it more, there would be the temptation of really wanting something that I'm gonna have to, like, you know, possibly pay a lot to find and get, you know. 44. Yowza, not painting, but I should have enough time to slap something together by then. Nice. Cool. Good job. That's gonna be really cool to see when you're finished it. So will you be streaming tonight then? And that's an open question for anyone else that's here. If they just let me know if you intend to be streaming tonight. 44. Yes, this is what we need. Okay. These are all the parts I need for this one tiny leg. So small. You know, over at Zaku Aurelius's channel, he did run a contest for Gundam Artifact. Yeah, you could win prizes. It was like an online submission, and you know, I just found out about it too late. It was just an old video that I saw on his channel, and I was looking through all the stuff that people had made, and it was like so impressive. you know, when you have something this small of a scale, like it's quite the challenge to get all the details and make it look clean and make it look good. And not only that, but a lot of people that entered, they created like little dioramas and stuff too. Very impressive stuff. Some of them look so good that, like, if you hadn't told me that it was artifact scale, I would have assumed it was like 1 in 1/44th or something like that. Just because they got all the details in, they got all the yeah, I guess they might have had to order their own special water slides or something. I have no idea. Very cool. Yes, I will. It's my game stream night. Nice. What are you playing? What are you playing? Bacon, you want to, but you're not sure what to stream? Alright, well, maybe you'll figure it out. I think the main thing is everyone just likes hanging out in a Bacon stream anyway, so, you know, whatever you end up doing it's all good. It's just a way for us all to hang out. You should just look at things on the internet. That's kind of what happens anyways. I also, like, I'm a broken record at this point, Bacon, but I really do think you should upload your reactions to some of those, looking at the GBWC entries. Some really good reactions. I think secretly you're a reaction streamer, Bacon, a reaction content maker. That one video that you did back in the early days where you just reacted to pixel art being displayed on a CRT. Yeah, I told you about this, but yeah, it's like your second most viewed video on the channel, so yeah. And it's also subject matter that I don't think people often even think about, or you know, when it comes to looking at reactions on the internet or whatever. Yeah, and it comes from a real and authentic place. You know, you're not like trying to overreact or anything like that. You should do it, dude. You should do it. Bacon, yeah, actually, all of your videos are reactions. Now that we think about it, the number one is your Super Robot Wars video, right? Yeah, I don't think it would take much time to put that together as well. Yeah, I don't want to be a broken record, but I think it's worth doing, you know? Probably be pretty easy to put together. Yeah, so I'm going to be playing Gundam Battle Operation 2 since there are clan matches tonight. Oh, clan matches. So you're part of a group then? Nice. Okay, let's take a look at these parts. We're gonna have to do some cleaning up. Yeah, I went to the hobby store. Anytime I go to the hobby store, there's always something that I forget, and it's only until like the next day I'm like, shoot, I should have got that. And yeah, I realized that I probably should have got a parts separator. It's been on the list for a good long while, but I'm probably gonna have to get that. Also, I want to get some panel liner too, because I know Bacon's tried it and he seemed to really like it. Well, I know practically all of you guys use that stuff, so yeah, I want to give it a shot, because I don't use that for my lining. I just use ink, but I think it might be fun to try. Bacon won't take long, but you're just lazy. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you just kind of have to make a habit of it, you know? I know you're a busy guy, you got like other things going on in your life, and actually I've been a little slack too in terms of uploading YouTube content. I usually have something up every day, but I've just rather publish. I have something published every day, but I've been a little slack, and I have the content ready. It's just I didn't input the information in it, you know, the descriptions and all of that stuff. A little too lazy to do all that, so gotta set aside a portion of my day, possibly even tomorrow, to get that all squared away. You know, I've got a couple things going on, juggling a couple things all at the same time, so It's a little tricky, but, you know, it's fine. Again, that's part of the reason why I wanted to kind of square away some of the existing projects that I have going on, and I will have to shelve some other things that I kind of wanted to get going this month as well. Like I wanted to do another Dark Souls mini diorama piece, but I think that's gonna have to take a back seat this month. We'll see. I have like a 2-week. I basically have like a self-imposed 2 to 3 week schedule for my Halloween build. If I can get that done within 2 weeks, I think that'll be good. And really, it's a matter of how much more I want to kind of do with it, you know, because it is more or less like resolved. It's a matter of painting. That's the thing for me, where it's like how much more effort do I want to put into it in terms of painting, blah blah blah. Dark Souls, yeah, it does fit the Halloween theme too. That's right. I think I'd love to squeeze in at least painting one of the models, because you know, painting it didn't actually take long. Painting the first model, it didn't take all that long, mostly because it's almost all yellow, right? So if I could paint one, if I could squeeze that in and paint one, that would be good. Okay. Gotta make sure we've got all the right parts. I've moved them around now, so I don't actually have them where they should be. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, I gotta cut out something else. Mental planning. Yeah, I've gotta really just plan it all out. We'll see. Hopefully, I can get it all done. Be nice. That would be nice. 33. What? Did I drop something? $41. Oh yeah, I think this goes this way. Yes, and then 42. I mean, I have a plan, a rough plan in mind. We'll actually see if it actually works out right. We'll see. Okay, okay. Nice. That looks pretty cool. And now we need this. Okay. Just gotta get the right orientation for these parts. I'm like kind of bugging. I'm like, what? What is this? How does this go? Man, I can't believe that they have you do all this for something so small. It's crazy. Oh, don't think that's... But yeah. There's... I keep on forgetting about hobby supplies that I need, and also just end up buying like model kits instead. I'm like, there's certain supplies that I need. It's kind of important. Kind of need this stuff. And then I'm like, but I want to buy model kits. Supplies over kits. Yeah, you're right, Eddie. I think that's actually the way to go. You got to get the supplies. Cuz you know what? Like, it's better to spend more, in my opinion, I feel like it's better to spend more time on a kit than just buying a bunch of kits and like feeling like I need to like knock them out and everything. I'm kind of getting close to that, like, you know, dangerously close to that mentality, which I don't think is good. Makes you wanna Bacon makes you wanna try hand-sized frame arm girls. I'm interested in those too. I hear they're quite tough to put together in some respects, just because they're so small. But yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like a good challenge, I guess. Eddie, it's better in the long run. Yeah, you're totally right there. I need to. Yeah, I'm at a point where I definitely don't need any more kits. I don't need it. But I saw the Moon Gundam. You know what I'm saying? I saw that Moon Gundam. What am I gonna do? Just gonna leave that there? Actually, the guy at the store, he saw that I was about to cash out. He saw that I had the Moon Gundam, and he was like, "I am so surprised that we still have them. I thought they'd disappear like immediately." And he was saying like maybe they just didn't, maybe just people haven't noticed it on the website or something. Easy Sloth, let's get that Easy Sloth for purple. You got it. Bacon, I think I've spent more on supplies than kits past 2 months. That's the strat. That's the strat. Eddie, because if you get hella kits, it'll give you anxiety. Kits you can really want. Don't buy random things. Yeah, yeah. So like this one here, the artifact kit. I really wanted one for quite a long while now. So yeah, I was really happy to get that. And then Moon Gundam. I know that it was. I knew it was like a popular kit, and I know that all you guys like it. And it's kind of like, yeah, let's get this. That's close to being an impulse buy, but that was something where it was in the back of my mind. I really wanted one. I just didn't know if I'd ever actually have the opportunity to get one until it fell into my lap. But yeah, the guy at the store's like, I am so surprised they have that there. We still have it. He thought it would have just flew off the shelves. And yeah, like I was saying, when we were at the store, people were coming in and buying stuff, but also they were taking stuff off the shelves for the online orders as well. Like, I think, right? And so it was like, whoa, what was that? And then we could actually see some of the stuff that was going to be sent away. And I was like, what? I know Night Trap saw that they had a Devil Gundam, but that was already getting shipped. They just set that aside for shipment. He was like, no. Eddie, a trick is don't fall into the hype of what everyone else is getting. Just hunt for the thing you love, because kits equal actually showing space you have. Because kits equal actually showing space you have. Some people just buy hella things without thinking about how much they can actually put up. Yeah. Like this guy. Yeah, man. Like, so it wasn't too long ago that I bought that my family actually bought for me a DTOF, the famous DTOF, friend to statue collectors and Gunpla builders and Warhammer collectors everywhere. Shoutouts to IKEA. Wasn't too long ago that my family bought me that, and it's still kind of empty. Like, I'm still kind of filling it up. I wanna put stuff in it for models that I built on stream, right? Because obviously I have a lot of stuff I could fill it up with, like Warhammer stuff that I painted like a long time ago. But I figure we'll just put stuff that I built just for the stream. It'll be kind of like the trophy rack or something. I don't know. So every time we finish something, we'll put it in the rack, and this one here is this one here. We just finished this up pretty much, so we'll have a formal session of placing it into the DTOF, I guess. We'll make a formality out of it. Bacon, but what if I like too many things and still am having no space? Well, Yeah, I mean that's uncharted territory for me there, Bacon. You definitely are a collector of hobbies. Your hobby is to collect hobbies. So yeah, the solution is to get more DTOFs. The solution is to open up a restaurant and display all your stuff at the restaurant. What's that guy? That hype beast guy? You know, he collects like shoes and everything. Asian guy. He has like a big ass anime collection, anime statue collection, and supposedly he basically opened up a restaurant almost specifically to feature his model kits. So that's the strap, Bacon. Eddie, I hate those now. They're a bitch to move. Oh yeah. The freaking DTOFs, yeah. I'm dreading the notion of having to move it. And I think the strat might be to just like never move. I'm just gonna stay here. This is where I'm gonna be until I die. No. I think the strat is to wait, what is this? Oh, there's this back thing, okay. 48. Possibly just give it away if I end up moving, and then just buy another one. I don't know, but yeah, they're tough. VFX, what's up, VFX? How's it going? That's a great little icon there too. Yeah, that's basically just more for display space. Exactly. What's up? How are you doing? And it's Carmi. What's up, Carmi? How are you today? Hello. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I'm losing all sense of time and space. You're all good? Nice. Good to hear it. We're just building this. For those of you that don't know, I'm building Gundam Artifact plastic mini kit. I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. Finally had an opportunity to pick one up. This is the Zaku 3. And he's gonna get some strong coffee and start building. Nice. Carmi just got back from doing some errands and painting. Nice. What? So airbrushing then, I suppose. That's exciting. What have you been working on, Carmi? Bacon 6 DTOFs, man. Yeah, at that point, just open up your own restaurant. Or let's give them away and upgrade to something nicer. Man, even the building process for those DTOFs, it was not pleasant. I did not enjoy building them. Carmi airbrushing some new paint markers, which are pretty. Oh, so you have the thing where it shoots out air into the past the marker. Is that what it is? Viper, nice. The V2AB was my first artifact. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to get more, to be honest. The store that I went to, they did have one other one, but I just decided to go for one of these because they look really. Yeah, I've been really interested in them for a while. They're so small, right? And I come more from Warhammer painting, so it kind of reminds me of Warhammer a bit. But the sheer amount of parts involved, that's very un-Warhammer-like, because Warhammer stuff isn't articulated. They're just stationary models. You're not really supposed to move the arms or anything. So the sheer amount of parts that are involved, not necessarily for articulation, but it's just how like Gundam models are built, regardless of if they're tiny little guys like this or if they're big. It's pretty surprising to me, but yeah, it's cool. Bacon detail. Yeah, I gotcha. Carmi working on the main armor for the 30-minute sister now. Nice. Oh, Carmi, by the way, am I just gonna show this to everyone that comes into the stream? Possibly. I bought some new stuff yesterday. I can show you, and also for VFX. You guys, I know Carmi has one of these things, and I was like, oh, Carmi liked this. Maybe she was a fan, so maybe I'll like it too. And yeah, there was a sale at the store as well, so it's a good excuse. Okay. That is one leg down. Whew, that is detailed. Wow. Like, holy smokes. I'm definitely gonna have to paint this in parts, because there's a lot of stuff like going on under here that I can't really reach. So yeah, I might have to paint this in separate parts, I think. That is wild. This is like new territory for me in terms of the sheer amount of detail for the size. Let's put this in a little container for now. Oh crap. This actually has some stuff in it. Okay, you guys can be roommates. Have my roommates with some of my D&D miniatures in there. Carmi black primer now. Nice. It's more of a blowgun, but it works. Nice. I don't suppose there's any way you could actually stream yourself using it, because I would love to see how that works. I would be very interested in seeing. VFX, many details, yeah, a lot. So guys, that was one leg down. Oh, I wanted to show Carmi some of the stuff that I got, and for VFX and anyone else. VFX now following. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. And look, it's Goliath's face on the Moon Gundam. But yeah, got that yesterday. Very happy about that. The moon. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, I saw that at the store, and suddenly I remembered like the voices of all my streamer pals saying that they all enjoyed it, and also on YouTube I saw a lot of people saying that it was really good. So I was like, I kind of want that. Some more 30-minute mission stuff, because I might have an addiction. I can stop anytime, guys. I can stop anytime. But yeah, look at this. Witchcraft weapon. I'm building my little witchy mecha here. So now she'll have some magical weapon things. That's kind of fun. Anytime. I can stop anytime. I have complete control. And then this one here. This will be, hopefully, the start of the witch's hat. Hopefully. Just order more optional body types for new type. Nice. It won't stop. And we got some decals. These are quite interesting decals. They're from Hobby Mio, and they're like metallic silver. They look very pretty. I'm not really I don't know if I'll use this for my witch project, to be honest, but I do have this in mind for something else. And yeah, they look really neat. And then this one here it's kind of hard to tell, but it's carbon fiber. It's like a carbon fiber water slide. Oop, it's upside down. Not that it matters. And I think that's pretty neat too. Purple, I'm doing a Carmi and buying every kit Target and Hobby Lobby has. That's wild that Target has model kits. We had Target very briefly here in Canada. We had Target for a very short time. And yeah, they lasted maybe slightly more than a year. Then they left. But that was before the time that they got into selling Gundam. That sucks. I feel like I've been cheated out of some Gundam now. From a big box retailer. But yeah, let's take a little break, everyone. We'll get on to the next leg. We'll get on to all of this stuff. Take a little break. Let's say goodbye to Street Fighter. Okay, what do we got here? Alright, let's also be... reset the clock. Yes, okay, so let's continue. We've built one leg so far. And it's really, really nice for how small it is. It's very, very surprising. So let's get on to the rest of it. I have no idea if they'll ever... Okay, I'm just gonna... Alright, let's get that ready. No break. Only costumes. What was I gonna say? Here. I wonder if they'll ever, like, improve the technology for these models such that they'll make it so that they come colored now. That's like the emotes. Because they're able to keep the part count down just because they're just like the same color, I think. You know, they can put more parts on a single frame and they don't have to bother and worry about the colors, I guess. But I wonder if they'll ever get to a point where they can do that and make them color. I don't even know how big the market is for models this small anyways as well. I don't know how popular they are. Like, they were pretty hard for me to find. That's one thing I'll say. But yeah, just very, very interested to try these things out. People do kit bashes with these? Really? And it gets nutty? Wow. I'd be very interested in seeing some of that. I like to see some of that. 33. Have you built any of these outside? Oh, I should probably change the title because I have it. I was thinking I might build some 30-minute missions today, but then I ended up doing this. Let's take a look. Let's check a look. Just changing the title here. There we go. Oh. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, whoa, that is nutty. That looks really cool, actually. Holy crap. That's amazing, actually. Damn. Considering how small it is, too, that is super, super impressive. I mean, like in the world of Warhammer, like models are usually around that size, and you definitely see converted models, but it just seems really, really different when you see like a Gundam like that. It's like a whole new ball game. That's really cool. Okay, just getting out these parts. 36. Here we are. I think I was spoiled on building EGs and 30-minute missions and 30-minute sisters, where they clearly mark in the instructions where to find the part on the frame. I think I've been spoiled, because now I'm back to like having to find the part. Like, where is it? 35? Where's 35? Where? I don't know. If Bacon is still here, I think he just might be the only one interested in basketball. Did you see the whole Draymond thing? Draymond Green punching out Jordan Poole? That was pretty bananas. Like, initially just the report came in and it was like, okay, he punched him. We don't know if it was like a big, heavy rock'em sock'em punch. We don't know. In my mind, I'm thinking it was probably pretty harmless. But yeah, it was like a straight up Superman punch, like George St. Pierre. Bacon, man, people will paint and kit bash anything and everything. Yes, it's the human nature. It's rules of nature. Is that a model kit? How can we mess it up? How can we alter it in some fashion? And toys too. There's like this whole world of kit bashing toys as well, right? Which is really interesting, and it's kind of a blend of like model kit building and painting as well as toys. It's very cool. Okay, the 35. And then this goes like this. Yeah, I would love to watch someone paint this, or like what's the process involved, because I have no idea how much am I going to disassemble. Bacon, you saw this season in general is pretty exciting. Lots of potential blow-ups. A lot of teams are just gonna be just straight up tank, right? That's the one thing. A lot of teams are gonna just tank so that they can have a better shot at getting Victor Wembanyama from France. He's one of those generational talents, you know, that they compare to someone like LeBron or Zion, I guess. It's like, this is a guy that can be your franchise. And one interesting thing that I learned about Victor Wembanyama, yes, he's been like lighting it up on the scoreboards and everything. Recently had a game in America against the G League Ignite, and he blew him up. Like, he got 37 points or something. 4 rebounds, 4 blocks. Anyways, one thing that I read was that he's already seeing a foot specialist, a foot and leg and knee specialist for the future. Like, so that, like, he has no issues now, but he wants to like see one and be, you know, and get looked after now, just to ensure that his career is a long one. I think that's amazing. I think that's such a great idea, you know, just to make sure he's like not doing anything now, that's going to hurt him in the future, you know? Just to get that looked at. Smart. Yeah, it's pretty smart there. Trying to get their hands on Webenyama. Very exciting. Exciting to see the tanks. Who's tanking? Not New York. San Antonio? Who's tanking? Yeah, historically, people that his size don't last too long. Because he's freaking taller than, Rudy Gobert. He's like one of those like skinny, super tall guys too, so he's not like really tall and huge, so he's not gonna like, his own body weight isn't gonna mess him up like kind of like Yao Ming. Felt like Yao Ming's own body kind of, it's just too much for him to handle after a while. Okay. The Kings? It's their natural state. Houston, Orlando. Okay, I built this other leg a lot faster. Kind of got used to how to do it, you know, so I was able to get through it. This is something that I'm gonna build, but kind of shelve for a while and not really work on. I'll probably even hide it so I don't have to look at it. Maybe we'll even think about doing some kind of customization to it as well. I don't know. Plus, Yao doesn't. Oh, he went straight to, like, in the off season? He went straight into playing in, like, China? I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oh, this leg doesn't actually move. It's fixed. See, that's crazy to me that they would make you build all of this and it's fixed. Like, it's just for the sake of getting that detail. Amazing. Amazing. Oh yeah. This goes here. The Lakers. They can trade for him? The Lakers too, man. They kind of annoy me because I remember there was all this talk about, like, the Lakers are trying to pursue Coach Nick Nurse, right? And it was like, it's like, I get it. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to just put that out there. I just want to put that out there and let, like, the media machine kind of take care of the rest, right? Because ESPN will run with it and blah blah blah. And I think, like, Masai Ujiri kind of just killed it right off at the start. And even Nick Nurse himself, they're just like, yeah, he's under contract here. He's happy here. It's not really going anywhere. So it's nice to want things. He said something like that. Masai Ujiri was like, it's nice to want things, but it's not going to happen. I'm having some apple cider. It's so sweet. It's good, but it's sweet. 14, 13, 15, and 16. not this. Yeah, just keep dreaming. It's nice to want things. Keep dreaming. Do you think Nick Nurse would even want that job? Like, it's basically, you're not even really a coach for that team. You're just somebody that's kind of occasionally giving instructions to the superstars. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think that like the Lakers really get coached on like a play-by-play basis. I don't think there's like really a real game plan that they formulate before every matchup. They kind of just go in there and do their thing. And, you know, when you've got talent like LeBron and stuff, like, that kind of works. You kind of can get away with it. But, you know, when it gets to the playoffs, when it gets to teams that are of a similar prestige or skill level or whatever, that's when you're going to need a coach. When you get to the point where you need to rest some of your team, and you don't have LeBron, you don't have AD, which is often the case in the Lakers, you're gonna have to actually have a coach. LeBron, yeah, exactly. He's an executive. He's the coach. Everything. Some sports talk for you guys. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Some sports talk? Now I'd like to talk about football. No, I don't know anything about football. American football? What do you call it, Bacon? Egg? Hand egg? I used to follow like MMA quite a bit, but I fell off after a while. I don't know. But yeah, around the time of like GSP, Brock Lesnar, yeah, I kind of paid attention to UFC around that time. And then yeah, I guess like the last time I also paid attention was Conor McGregor. Hand egg. See, the hand here is attached to like the forearm, so there's no articulation there. That's something where I feel like that's such a common thing with Gundam models, at the very least, that the hand is articulated. So I don't know, that's a little disappointing that it's not here, but at the same time the model is so small, I could imagine that it would be very easy for the hand to fall off and get lost, right? So I get it. Okay. We just might be able to work on this and then the other 30-minute missions kit, possibly. How's this go? Okay, I think it goes like this. I think it goes like this. Yeah, the instructions are quite small. Okay. Just like this. One of my favorite Gundam builders on YouTube, Miniature Model Mayhem, he just recently bought and painted one of these kits, and he paints also like in a Warhammer style. He does like more of like shading and edge highlighting and stuff that you would see for a Warhammer. So that's pretty cool. Wait a minute. Where's the other hand? What? Anyways, let's just keep going. 22. Gunderp. Just Gunderping around the world. Oh, is the hand attached to the gun? It might be. Yeah, if I like this model, I might get a few more just because they're kind of cool. Cool and small. I've been building a lot of small things recently. As you all know, I did this. It's just off to the screen. Finish this up, and this was also a small model. I wonder if this will end up being just about the same size, right? Because look at the leg. The leg right here, it's almost the same size. Of course, the scale is completely different, but the size. Oh, okay. The gun itself, yes, the hand is holding the gun. It's like it's just molded on that way. And again, that's one of those things where with other Gundam models, that's not really a thing. That would be perceived as even being a little cheap. The fact that the model is simply holding the gun itself as a part, as a single part. But again, I think they did that for the sake of like just making it a lot easier to manufacture, and that you wouldn't lose the gun as a loose part, possibly. So that's 17. We need 18. So I don't know if anyone here has been paying attention to Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power. I've been really enjoying it, actually. Like, on a per episode basis, I think I've been enjoying it more than House of the Dragon. I don't want to spoil anything, guys. I'm not going to spoil anything. But this most recent episode of Lord of the Rings, Ring of Power, they basically did something that I've only ever seen in a Hideo Kojima video game. I guess I can't really say more. But yes, they did something that I've only ever really seen in a Hideo Kojima video game. And I laughed. When it happened, I was just laughing with joy and glee. And I couldn't really figure out why I thought it was so funny until I made that connection. It's like, oh, it's like a Kojima thing. But again, that might be asking too much from a kit this size. Yeah. You're right. Now you're curious? Okay, it's nothing too, like, fourth wall breaking. But I'll say this. In Metal Gear Solid 4, I don't know if you remember the final confrontation with Ocelot, Revolver Ocelot. But when you're fighting him, there's a point in the battle where, like, his health bar is depleted and it changes over, and the whole font and the whole style changes over to like Metal Gear Solid 1 or something, and then the battle goes on, and then it changes into like another game. Like, the graphic design for his health bar, they do something kind of like that, and it was pretty funny. I don't know. I'm fairly certain they didn't intend it to evoke that specific memory. I don't think it was supposed to be that funny, but it was funny to me. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, I got all the... Did I get all the parts? I was cutting out something. Oh, yeah, I was cutting this out. Oh, I have not listened to the podcast, Bacon. Have you? And if so, what do you think about it? Is it good? Is it interesting? No, I have not. Just cleaning up these parts. Let me get a beverage here. What do we got? I've got a selection of drinks. Ugh. That was the last of my apple cider, which was a little too, it's a little much. It's good. It's a little too sweet. And then I've also got some water. I think water is the way to go. The dub sounds a lot more serious. Oh, it's pretty casual? Okay, cool. The dub. Interesting. But you're just listening to the straight up Japanese one then, I guess? What about Mojo? Has he been listening to the podcast? Oh, that reminds me. It wasn't the podcast, but I recently read he did like an interview with a website or a magazine where he talked about his next game, or one of his games, because he's working on 2. The belief is that he's working on 2 games, and was talking a bit about it, and it sounds like whatever it is that he's referring to, this game, he likened it more to an indie game, right? So it's not like this big budget AAA kind of game, but it's more of an indie game. And he said that they're doing things in it that cannot be done, that haven't been done before. And he was like saying like there was the era of like gaming at home, right? And then there was like PSP gaming and gaming like mobile. And then the internet era. And he said this new game is like a new era of gaming. you know how Kojima always elaborates and kind of talks a big game about his games and stuff, and that's completely in line with how he talks about his other games in the past. So who knows what that even means, right? But supposedly there are 2 Kojima games in the pipeline, and so this would be a smaller budget affair, right? And there's going to be another project which people believe is the one that we're seeing like the teases for now, with Elle Fanning and the other face that we don't know who that person is just yet. So yeah, that one, some people say that's going to be Death Stranding 2. Supposedly Death Stranding 2 will have a female lead. So, and then this other game could possibly be the horror game that's for Microsoft. I don't know. Bacon, 2 of the apps has Oshi Mamoru as a guest. Oh, really? And the latest has Jordan Peele. Oh, Jordan Peele? Interesting. Did you listen to the Jordan Peele one? And if you did they talk about Akira and the slide? Because this isn't really spoiling anything. It's more of like a little Easter egg, but Jordan Peele's latest movie, Nope, has the Akira slide. Bacon, sounds like typical Kojima BS, and I love it. I'm here for it. He's all about it. Okay, let's see here. This is... Ooh, there's some extra flash. Wow. You never see this kind of thing in a in like a Gunpla model kit, like a big one. Let's see. It's probably hard to see, but this ring here has a very thin like membrane of plastic, and it's like flash. They call it mold line flash. Not yet. I'm still torn on which version to listen to. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, whichever feels more natural, that's what I would go for, I guess. Oh, because like say you listen to the one with Jordan Peele, right? Then if you were to listen to the Japanese one, Kojima would be speaking in Japanese, his normal voice. But then Jordan Peele would be dubbed. Is that how it would work? Okay, this goes in like this. Oh, okay, okay. I might have to disassemble all this later, but let's just keep going. This is crazy. I'm actually kind of blown away at how much you have to do for this, right? It's still less than your high grade or like anything higher than that, but it feels almost the same given how small the model is, you know? And again, like if you compare this to something like Warhammer models don't come in this many separate parts. They try their hardest to keep the part count low, in fact, right? Keep the detail should remain high, but the part count should be low. And this is like, we don't care about that. We're just gonna have it as many pieces as we want. The dub gives me authentic Jordan, but Kojima is dubbed. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, in that case, I'm not sure what I'd want. Well, I mean, actually, I don't have an option. I have to listen to the dub. All right. Let's see here. We got this. Whew. Man, this is a detail that you probably won't even see because it's on the back side of the shield. Oh boy. Yeah, so that's definitely a part that I don't want to really firmly place in. Okay. And this tube goes where now? Did I mess up? No. Oh, okay. Wow, that looks so cool. I'm blown away. Again, this is so small. This is so small. This thing is bloody complex. Bloody complex. Yeah, it's so cool looking though. Holy crap. Whoa! Just imagine a Warhammer guy with this amount of detail on a gun. That would be cool. This is like close to like, yeah, Games Workshop level of detail. That is cool. They should make a board game. They should make a war game with this scale. In fact, they might even be considering that already. If someone like me can just come up with an idea like that, I'm sure that they've already considered that and are possibly even researching it as well, because it's a field that is thus far something that Bandai has not tapped into, and it is a big it's a big market, man. There's a lot of people out there that love Warhammer, and there's a lot of people out here that want like Warhammer alternatives. There's a number of popular games out there that are alternatives to Warhammer, including Star Wars Legion. Oh man, I want to say Warframe. It's not called Warframe, but yeah, there's a number of games out there, and yeah, it's Warhammer's like slowly gaining popularity in Japan too, which I find very interesting. I follow a number of builders and painters and players from Japan. It's the only reason I follow them is because if I'm super up late at night on Twitter, I start seeing like, because I follow like, you know, Warhammer hashtags, instead of seeing like Europeans or Americans posting, I just start seeing Japanese people posting stuff. I'm like, cool, they're into that too in Japan. But yeah, it's blowing up, and I bet that a lot of those people that are into those things, into those games in Japan, they would love a chance to play something like it, but with Gundam and stuff. And this is the perfect scale for something like a skirmish-sized war game, where you could have a number of troops on the table. As a matter of fact, there already is a fan-made rule set for Gundam Mecha Battles, and it's a free open-source rule set. And my local store, Trinity Hobby, shout out to Trinity Hobby, they do play that game. I forget what it's called, but they do have regular nights where people come in and play with their Gundams. They play with their Gundams. Papa. It's also butts, a new expression, nuts. Nuts to butts. JP getting interested in a game that requires a decent space to play. Well, Bacon, you say that, but there are a number of Games Workshop locations in Japan, so there is a place, they do have a place to go and play. And also, Games Workshop themselves have been making strides to create new games which require less space now. Games like Warcry, Warhammer Underworlds, and 40K Kill Team. All of those games require much less space to play. So yeah, there are like Games Workshop it's not even just a Japan issue too. It's like everywhere, right? Like, you know, not everyone has a huge amount of space, a big ass table, a basement to play in. So yeah, they are kind of making options available to play games like this. So yeah, it's pretty cool though. And again, there's also, you know, an aspect to the hobby where people just like to paint and paint the models rather than just play, right? I'm more like that as well. I mean, I'd like to play more, but it's just like anytime I could play, I could also be painting or playing a video game. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely people that play as well, but it's just like anything, really. It's not as bad of an issue as you'd think in terms of being like a Japan-specific issue regarding space to play. As a matter of fact, when Games Workshop was creating the newest edition of 40K, they did a lot of research for homes, like people's homes all over the world, right? They did a survey, or they did like research in terms of like what's the most common sized table that people have in their homes, right? And then they were like, okay, so this is the average size of a table. Let's make Warhammer 40K playable at that size of a table. This is a very interesting thing to research and look into. You know, it's a tabletop game, and so you have to think about these practicalities. You have to think about the physical space. It's not something that you really have to concern yourself with in a video game, right? Instead, you'd have to be worried about the space on your hard drive or something. They also like miniatures and train sets, yeah. Shit takes up a room. And cars, like the little car tracks too. Which is a thing in North America as well. Also Eddie's store. Shout out to Eddie and his store. They do have those, what do you want to call it, like a racetrack for those model cars that are powered. It's really cool. It's a thing in Doom Patrol. Is Doom Patrol dead now, Ashwin? I don't know if like so many like HBO shows and shit just got the axe, right? Was Doom Patrol one of them? I would assume so. Sadly, but at least you got what, like 4 seasons out of it or something. That's better than a lot of other good stuff out there that don't last that long. It's been a while. Yeah. Bring that back. Bring it back. Doom Patrol. Shout out to Brendan Fraser also. He was at the, what was it, the Cannes Film Festival? And he got a standing ovation. Good for Brendan Fraser. You know how so for me and Eshwin, we're like rooting for ugly Sonic. I'm rooting for Brendan Fraser in like the more realistic terms, which is like kind of awful to say. It's not like Brendan Fraser is ugly or ugly Sonic, but similarly he was kind of like the butt of many jokes, and his career kind of took a nosedive. But yeah, he's in some new movie now, and it's kind of getting a lot of attention. And it's like, hey, good for you, Brendan Fraser. Doom Patrol's coming back, nice. Doom Patrol's coming back, good for you. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything for me, at least not right now. It might mean something to me later. But nice, cool, good. Okay, this part I'm a little kind of sketchy on. I'm not really sure how much farther in these parts go. Let's see. They're telling me to thread this through. And then these little pits go on the end. Is this this is equal. Okay, so we're just gonna put this through. It's a little bit of a tight fit. Let's do a little sanding so we can kind of get oh, you know what, there's a bit of a nub. Got a bit of a nubbage. Article published a day ago, nice. You need that, you need it. Doom Patrol. So when it comes to this witch project that I've been talking about, I think that I'll be kind of building it and working on it off stream a bit more than on stream, because like to get to this point I was doing it mostly off stream. I was watching you guys, whether it be Bacon or Carmi or someone, just watching them as I was working away on this, and that's just a little easier for me to concentrate while I'm sort of messing around with these parts, rather than doing it while streaming. If I'm streaming, I'm kind of like part of my brain is thinking about streaming, thinking about what to say and talking and stuff. But I feel like I need to kind of concentrate when it comes to that. Hold on, let's change this out. Music. Ashwin, for the complex stuff, do it off stream, and when you get a breezy, easy operation, do it on stream. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, there's some things that I feel like I can kind of get a lot more done, and I can get it to a point where I'm like happier with it if I can do it off stream. And I think that might be one of those things. At least in this stage where I'm kind of just puzzling around things. Basically, what it comes down to is like I'm just playing with my toys, really. Is that what you guys want to see? Just a guy on stream just playing around with his toys. That's all it would be. Yeah, it still feels really tight in a way that I'm not really cool with. Let's just run this. It'll fit regardless. Let's just kind of get all this here. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised within the next few years if we see Bandai make a board game, make like a miniature-based strategy game, war game. Because like I said, it is a thing. It's a thing in Japan. It's a thing all over the world, and it's gaining popularity. And you know, thanks to the pandemic, and even prior to the pandemic, like year over year, Games Workshop was making like record profits, and then the frickin' pandemic hit, and they were like, "We're doing so well. Everyone is cooped up in their homes. All they can do is paint Mar models and play Warhammer with their family, I guess." So yeah, I could see it. And you know, Bandai Namco, obviously, they have a division. You know, part of their business is building the models, but part of their business is making games. They make video games. So it's not too far of a stretch of imagination that they could sort of somehow think about getting into the world of physical games. If they haven't already, they might even have some weird, small, obscure branch of their business that makes games already, board games. VFX. You play with toys on stream while we play with ours watching you do so. Exactly. Should I just go rock, shra, shra. Ooh boy, this is puzzling me. Anyways, let's actually just carry on. Let's just put the parts where they need to go, and we'll see. Something like that. Okay. Where'd that other part go? Oh yeah, that's it. This is it? Okay. Where does this go? Ooh. Having a little brain fart here. What? Oh, this can't go all together. It goes through the thing. Holy shit. It goes like this. Get the orientation right. Yeah, this should go through more, but let's just do it like that for now. Yeah, it should go... Oh, okay, okay. It definitely needs to go through more. Bacon, so what sort of base are you planning to make for this kit? That's a good question. I would probably need to look up more images of this model as it appears in anime, as it appears like what other people have done. Try and look into that and see. And then we can kind of formulate a plan as far as what that might look like. But, you know, this is mostly just a building day. I don't really have anything in mind for that at the moment. If anything, I would like to make like an outer space concept. I haven't really done anything like that, right? You know, something kind of outer space where there's like a meteoroid or an asteroid with some sort of like technology base aspect to it. That might be neat, but I'm just sort of shooting the shit, and I don't really know if this thing has appeared in any kind of environment like that. It's just something to keep in mind for another future build, of course. Outer space, Metroid, alien fossil. Yes, there it is, the alien fossil. Ashwin's pushing the alien fossil. He's like, alien fossil time? Alien fossil? Let's see if this part goes in. Yeah, it just... This part here, I'm getting some resistance. I don't know if it's getting caught up in something. Of course, I don't want to overdo it and possibly bend a piece or break it or something. There could be something inside that is causing it to snag as well. Yeah, it's constantly the same place. Oh, okay, there we go. We got it, guys. Phew. Can mash up a dino model with another thing. Oh, Eshwin, by the way. You know, I saw Bandai teasing more information about their dinosaur line of model kits. Wait, which way does this go? I think I've got it wrong. Yeah. And I think that they're planning on doing like what's the word? Living dinosaurs. You know, not fossils. Not fossilized dinosaurs. I saw a little tease of that, and there's more information to come later. But yeah, I think that's a thing that's going to happen. Very excited for that. I mean, the skeletons are cool too. No doubt about it. And the one that you built, by the way, looked really, really nice. Very, very cool. And they got the Triceratops coming out eventually. But, man, if they make, you know, living, non-fossilized dinosaurs, that's going to be really fun. Really fun to paint. Like, I could see people buying multiples of them and painting them in different ways, because yeah, I follow a number of what's the word, like dinosaur reconstruction artists, illustrators, scientific illustrators, and it's really fun seeing all the different interpretations that they come out with the dinosaurs, the coloration, the way they've referred to real living animals in the present day, and how that informs their decisions in terms of the coloration and the behaviors and the stories that they create around their illustrations. So yeah, I would love to see that sort of approach taken with their dinosaur models. That would be really fun. Oh, you've heard? Okay, yeah. A living dinosaur. A living dinosaur. Ashwin is someone who just builds minimally. I like the skeletons. A living skeleton would be nice. But you'd have to paint it for sure. I mean, actually, I don't know. Maybe, Bandai do a really good job with their Gunpla, and you get to a point where you don't have to do much painting if you don't want to, because they have colored plastic and colored parts. Something like this, the Gundam artifact kit is the exception to the rule. This is made with painters in mind, as well as something like the Machine and Krieger model kits. It's not something that I personally, I'm not really bothered by, because of my own personal background. But yeah, I don't really know. I suspect that yes, you'll probably have to paint them, but that would be quite neat if they did something along the lines of their Gundam line, and they had a separate colored plastic for the hide, and then a separate colored plastic for the underbelly, and then something for the teeth, right? That'd be pretty neat. Actually, in kind of related, Path of Titan sucks at this stage, and I have no idea what is happening. Last time I got stuck in between two poorly placed rocks in a pond. What is this Path of Titans? What is this? I do not know what this is. Unless I should know what it is, and I'm just forgetting. Just gonna do a really basic cleanup job here. And one thing I'll note is, again, I was talking about working on some of my models off stream. Like, obviously, I'd like to do as much as I can on stream, just because it's more fun streaming. It's more fun hanging out with you guys while I do this stuff. But because I have this notion in mind that I want to complete this Halloween build in a timely fashion and have it done sometime around Halloween, that does mean I'll have to kind of buckle down and get things done. And so, yeah, I'll be building some parts of the model off stream for sure. Okay, that's pretty cool. Neat. It's kind of loose though. Oh, this is the torso, huh? I didn't even know that this was the torso. Wow. Okay, let's put the legs on. I think this is where the legs go. The instructions are quite small, so it's a little hard to fully understand where these little bitties go. Be a little careful here. And yes, seeing some flash, some mold line flash, which would sort of inhibit the ability for parts to get inside. It's a dinosaur MMORPG. Oh, okay, that one. Nice. So you're having some problems, with it? Oh, that sucks. Is that on PlayStation? You're playing it on PlayStation? Yeah, I didn't know you got that. That's cool. But you're having some difficulties or not having a great experience with it. Well, that part isn't so great. Impulsively, I went and got it. Okay. Bacon got to do them off stream, or in my case, I do most of them off stream. Yeah. I just have to stream more, Purple. Yeah, I guess so. Stream more and stream more often. Okay, I'm seeing. Yeah, I don't even know why. Why are we having difficulty? Oh, there we are. Okay. Oh, it goes down like this. Say what? Oh, okay. It is sort of keyed to a very specific position. there's like a little notch that you have to line up. Now I understand. Okay, roger that. Oh, wow. The last step is like just do all the last just put everything else on. The last step is just all this crap all at the same time. What the hell? Okay, hold on. I should just leave your computer on in a never-ending stream. Never-ending stream. Build forever. Yes, yes. Sarcasm understood. Sarcasm meter is working. I picked up on it. Wow. This is so thin. Some of these parts are so thin and delicate. Holy crap. That is wild. Oh, and this little antenna. Oh my gosh. This is so small. What the hell, dude? Ooh, you gotta be real careful with this. This is so tiny. Whoa, we gotta subscribe. Thanks, Eshwin, for the subscribe. You sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that? Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Eshwin. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the Sloth Gang. Welcome to the Dempsey Derps. 4. Now you have access to my farm to table emotes, artisanal emotes. Bacon, ever consider doing a 24-hour stream? No, not really. Not really. I think something like that would be really great to do for charity, you know? But if I were ever to do that, and again, I would do it for a charity, you know, we'd need to actually be like a bigger channel. You know what I'm saying? Like there really isn't any point to doing that now, because we just wouldn't be able to raise enough money for charity, right? So I don't think it's really worth it at this point. And I wouldn't just do it for myself. I wouldn't do it for myself, right? Out of like the passion of like some game that's coming out or something, or building for 24 hours. I wouldn't do that because I just know that my own personal focus would just drop off a cliff after like basically the amount of time that I stream right now. That's like the max limit for me, and and immediately after that I just fall off a cliff. My attention span just drops. My attention span, my ability to focus, it's just gone. And so it wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be a good 24-hour stream for sure. At my current like level, my current streaming ability level, I don't think it would be very good. And we'd have to advertise it too, you know? That's the other thing. We'd have to like start advertising it, make people aware that I'm gonna even be doing this, because again, it hardly seems worth it if I don't like make the most out of it. I'm not just simply gonna stream for 24 hours or whatever and not promote the crap out of it. And I'm too lazy to do that at this moment in time. I don't really feel all that inclined to be Mr. Advertising and promotion man. You guys know. Whoa, parts are falling off. Was that the head? Oh, it was the head. Yeah, I would need a collaborator. I'd need yeah, it would be a big operation. It's not something that I would like just say, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's go. 24 hours. Right? It's not something that I just like throw out there. I'd have to like prepare for it, and so that's why I haven't really considered that at this point in time, because it's you know, I would take it seriously, and I'd want it to be good for everyone involved, and don't really have the time, the skill, the talent, the inclination to do so right now. We're just streaming babies. I'm just a streaming baby after all. I've been doing this for about, what, a bit more than a year? Still a baby, guys. Baby steps. Okay, I think we can put the arms on now. I would be interested in some kind of raid train, though. That might be kind of interesting. Like a builder raid train, or just like amongst like our close, you know, sort of our little circle of friends that stream, and the regulars here. If we could do like a raid train, that might be kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys are aware of what that is. That could be something. And that would mean, like, you know, for me, I would only stream for like an hour or something, and then we would raid the next guy, and then we'd raid the next guy, and we would just do that for, like, you know, the day, right? If we could put together like 12 people or whatever that would be interested in, that could be a thing. Eshwin model looks dope. Yeah, it's looking pretty cool, right? Like, for again, for how small it is. Holy crap. And if you really take the time to paint this, ooh, that's gonna look pretty cool. Bacon, that would be fun. Purple, that would be fun. Yeah. Just throwing ideas out there, just something to think about, possibly for in the future. Again, this is not something that anything I can actually really think about in the immediate future, but possibly going into the new year, possibly in the winter months, we can start thinking about that. We shall see. I'm sure there's a lot of logistical stuff that I'm not really thinking about that need to be considered, of course. So yeah. Oh shit, I cut that out without thinking what part it was. Okay, 6 and 11. Okay, yeah, I was thinking maybe I could build another 30-minute missions parts pack today, but I don't think I'll be able to fit that in during today's stream. Well, again, this is something that I might do off stream. 12 and 7, 5 and 10. Yeah, this is like this model here, Eshwin. He's part of like the Zeon forces, which you know, depending on who you ask, are the bad guys. I don't really see it that way. Not in as much as like the Earth Federation forces are often regarded as the good guys. Again, I don't necessarily always see it that way. If you watch the original Gundam series, they do sort of make you question that from time to time, which I think is great, you know, this whole notion of like, are we the baddies? Are we good? Are we bad? Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, this is the Zeon forces, and I tend to like the Zeon designs a bit more because they're less like heroic, they're less toyetic, maybe you want to phrase it that way. They look more like something intended for war. I enjoy those kind of designs, and again, like, it kind of harkens back to something like this and the Machining Krieger line. You know, these things don't really look like they're toys. They don't really look like they're supposed to be, you know, selling like hotcakes off the shelves, right? Clearly, they're not very popular in that sense, and that's something kind of strangely built into the fiction of Gundam itself that I find very interesting. Even with the Thunderbolt series, we were talking about Thunderbolt earlier, and there's this scene, and it's disturbing. It's honestly pretty disturbing. There's this scene where in a show where there's many disturbing scenes in Thunderbolt. But there's this part where, again, this is the Earth, the Federation forces. They're often regarded as the good guys, right? And a bunch of kids, a bunch of child soldiers, just come straight up off like the the ship, right, onto the big battleship, right? And they're literally kids. They see the Gundam, right? They see the big heroic looking Gundam, right? And it's just being maintained. It's just being like under maintenance. And they just start to salute it. They salute it like it's a living being, like it's this thing that actually cares, right? And it just makes you question all these things about Gundam, about the Federation forces, about how they use kids, right? And the fact that they designed these things to look appealing to kids, and it's a weird meta textual aspect to the series as well, where like, yeah, this is a toy. This is a thing that's meant to be sold to kids. It's supposed to appeal to kids, but it's also a weapon. I don't know. Wow. Purple Xeon did nothing wrong. Ashwin, I'm watching a video on Tekken 8 predictions and has clips of Tekken 7 and the graphical leap. Yeah, for sure. Purple Day have way cooler suits. Yeah. VFX, Dirty Fetty, Xeon Scum. Either way, yes. Ashwin, that WoW was in response to your comment on the metatextual nature of Gundam design within the Gundam lore. Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that's how it happened, right? It's a toy or a series of models that are intended to appeal to younger people. We're all grown-ups here. We're all playing with our toys. And really, grown-ups are the only ones that can afford the big, nice ones. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to get them while they're young. And that was definitely the case for many of us. They got us while we were young. But you watch that original series, and they definitely make a point of highlighting that, not in very concrete, specific terms, but this idea that it's messed up that these good guys would send kids to war, because by way of contrast, all the Xeon forces, they're all like adults pretty much, and they look like men. They're very specifically depicted as adults. You know what I mean? Like they have like more mature features. They're just bigger. They have broader like features. They just look more mature. Whereas like even the adults within the forces of the Federation are often much slighter. If they aren't explicitly children, they're still like they still look very young. They have very young features. Okay, I'm talking here. I also need to figure out how these last little bits fit on. The hell. Let's see. Because the instructions are so small, and it's just so hard to understand where these freaking pieces go. I think this is right. And what's the sequence? Okay. Are my hands too fat for this? What the hell? Okay, we're just gonna put that loosely there. Purple Bright Noah, the adult of the original series, was only like 19, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's like the big he's like the daddy on Whitehall Base. And yet he's still quite young himself. And oh yeah, so I was saying, like, the Xeon forces, there's a couple of times in the show where they invade, or they actually get a good look at the kids that they're fighting, and they're like, what the hell? They're just kids, you know? It's messed up.
We're just warming up, baby.
It's messed up. And then yeah, you got to show like Thunderbolt that like kind of even hammers that home even more so. That's what I find quite interesting about the Gundam series. And so when they get more into like unicorn or you know, space magic stuff, that's the part where I get less interested in. You know what I mean? That's where my interest kind of starts fading away. Not you know, sorry guys, I'm not too interested in the space magic parts. We already have Star Wars. But yeah, it's that notion of, it's at least in the very early depictions of Gundam, and it's not like I've seen every Gundam show, but those early shows, they were quite anti-war, right? And that was very interesting to watch. Woo, these little, man, I kind of wish they had more pages to show how this all goes together, because I'm struggling here. Okay, I think this goes here. Okay, yeah, it does. UC after CCA is kind of lacking. What is CCA? Which one is CCA? Yeah, last year they had like this marathon on the official Gundam channel, and so I watched a number of shows that way, and it was really great to kind of catch up with the series. So I mean, prior to that, my knowledge was mostly around things like what is it called? Oh shit! Hold on. G Gundam. I had a lot. My experience was kind of limited to G Gundam and Build Fighters. You know, all very good too. By the way, I enjoy those shows. But yeah, it was only until fairly recently, like last year, that I watched the original Gundam series. I mean, I saw Char's counterattack years ago, just in like Japanese, and I had no idea what was going on really. So again, that was one of those things where just recently I watched it again. I was like, wow, I understand now. Oh, Charizard. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got you now. Yeah, I like that one. It's pretty cool. Although the book does kind of get into more stuff. The book or the manga, which I kind of want to look into more. And I kind of want to get like a Nightingale, to be honest. Although that thing is pretty expensive. That would be cool. For now, we'll build this tiny little guy. Which has been kind of challenging, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, we're definitely gonna have to paint this in separate parts. Because this is quite the challenge. And we're probably going to glue some parts. Ultimately, we're gonna try and glue some parts because, yes, I have been noticing some little bitties kind of falling off, which is, you know, definitely don't want that. If I had tiny, slender fingers, oh my god, this would be so much easier. I don't even feel like I have fat fingers, right? I don't think I have like fat fingers, but holy crap. Some of this stuff is so small. Eshwin, I've only seen the first season, but I thought UC was awesome. It was proper sci-fi space opera. Yeah. Great animation. Yeah, it's good stuff. You should watch the rest of it. They have like a truncated version that's like the whole story is told with less episodes, right? You can find that. I think that's what the Gundam Info channel showed. It might even be on the Gundam Info channel still to this day. That's what I saw, and it was good. Okay, here we go. Got this little kneecap part. This will be the last little bit. If I can get this kneecap bar. Oh my god. It's so small. Other parts are falling. Shit. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't even have... Okay, here, let's use this. Fat human hands. 1-in-1 scale human hands. I need a tiny little human to help me build this thing. What? Oh, did they even say what scale this is? I'm gonna look at the box again. This is bananas. Yeah, and this is something where, you know, we've been talking about weathering often on Bacon's channel and my channel. Talking about weathering. This is something where I don't think it would be a good idea to do too much weathering to this. Because it's just so small, right? Just so small, and you run the risk of the model just getting clogged up with a bunch of messy stuff that won't really look good and won't look proper to scale. It might be better just to kind of paint it normally, shade it. I think we did it, guys. This wasn't hard, but it was challenging, but it looks really, really cool. That is cool. Wow. I actually really, really like this. I might have to get more now. It's just a cool, tiny little Gundam. Damn. Okay, let's do a little size comparison. What do I have by way of comparison? Let's compare him to a hippo. Okay, so there's your comparison to a hippo. Eshwin badass. VFX nice. Thank you, thank you. Makes me want to get one myself. Bacon, yeah, definitely try it. It's pretty fun. And this was like $10 or something. A hippo. Here we go. Here it is in comparison to my Maschinen Krieger models. And it's actually smaller. It's actually smaller than this one here. This is the raccoon. And it is smaller, just slightly smaller than this other thing here, the Heinrich, I believe it's called. So again, it's smaller in size, but in terms of scale, it's not the same scale. Let's see. Here it is in comparison to my 1 in 144 scale 30-minute missions model. Something just fell off. So yeah, that's how big this guy is. Very small. It just comes to about her knees. And this model herself is quite small and slender compared to like other 1/44 scale models. Let's see, what else do we have as a way of showing comparison? Yeah, the hippo wasn't informative enough. It's a hippo. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, we got this. We got the Lelouch from 30-minute missions. 30-minute sisters. Let's see. How does this compare? Again, coming up to about the knees. And this model is quite small in comparison to something like a Megami device model or any other 1 in 10 scale Mecha Musume model. How did I build this? It was I mean, the instructions they put it all on a single page, right? And it's fairly easy to follow. It's like, okay, we're building the left leg, we're building the right leg, or rather vice versa. Doing the arms. But this last stage was ridiculous. It's like they were told that the instructions had to fit on this tiny little page. Like, shit, there's more steps to do. Well, okay, let's just tell them to put it all on at the same time. This was the part I was like, what the hell? Because there's, you know, it's just too much. It's just too much steps. Like when you're building Lego, they'll never tell you to just put all this crap on all at the same time. They often will just tell you to like do maybe 2 or 3 of these steps per page or per step, you know, and that way it's just very clear. But this again, they're just like, yeah, just do all the rest, guys. They were taking your time here. Here you go. Just fill it all out. You'll figure it out.